Hey guys, I've been away for a bit, but you know what? I'm back, and this time I'm committing to one video a week. We're gonna do this. So today I'm actually gonna talk about two bags. This is the CTB or Civic Travel bag from Evergoods. This is the 35 liter, and this is the Brown Buffalo 30 liters, ConcealPack 30 liters. Let's talk about them and let's compare them. So, you know how your mom comes over sometimes and travels from around the world to see you because maybe you live thousands of miles away, and she wants to go on, she wants you to show her around the island, you know, and you know you're going to be out all day. You wanna kind of have a bag that you can just sort of throw everything you need for the entire day in and just go on a road trip, go on an adventure. You might go to the beach, you might go on a little hike, you might just go watch the views, you might end up, but you're definitely gonna be out all day. Simultaneously, you're also trying to eat healthy, and you're trying to get enough water to drink, and you are a photographer, so you want to kind of document and shoot different photos or video along the adventure. That is my situation, that's my use case. Which bag do I use for that kind of situation? That is what I'm comparing these two for. So let's talk about why I chose one over the other, and which one ultimately, what are the pros and cons for me personally. And I want to say specifically going forward about this channel in general that I've been away because it's been kind of hard for me to find time to do these videos because they can be a little bit to set up the whole thing. It can be a lot of work, you know. So my goal now is to actually try to get the work out of it, to make it simple, to make it fun. So I'm committing to these videos, but I want to make it in such a way that will be fun for me. So I'm thinking to maybe actually do maybe use a GoPro or something that will be more sort of spontaneous and fun. And my goal was never to make reviews per se. It was always just to kind of share my quandaries, hence the name of the channel, just to share kind of all the crap that I go through buying and selling bags constantly, and trying to find the perfect bags for me. So yeah. Okay, so I first got the Brown Buffalo a few days ago, and it is a beautiful bag. As we all know, Brown Buffalo, they do their beautiful bags, and this one is 30 liters, quite large, as you can see. Not huge, but quite large. But the nice thing about this is that you can actually, it's a size that's more of a large EDC rather than a huge travel bag, I would say, compared to this guy, which is, this is empty by the way, which is just, you know, substantially, gosh, it feels larger. It is larger, it's 5 liters larger, but it feels very large for an EDC, although the organization is great for the EDC. Okay, so I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. Let's see, what are we talking about here? So, what should we talk about first? Okay, so Brown Buffalo, all around ballistic nylon. Material is interesting. So, you know, adventure pack. Look at that, right? Like a little suitcase. You're in the car. You want to access stuff, right? So what am I going to actually take on a day adventuring, right? You could be in Portugal, you know. It doesn't have to be your mom coming, you know. It could be in Portugal. Maybe you're visiting your cousin in Portugal, and he likes to go to the wine country, you know, and get some dessert wine. You need a pack for all day, right? There's this use case of adventure pack, like take a pack all day. Like you don't really want to necessarily have a hiking pack that's like full-on ventilation and like over the top, like you know, like reach deep inside to like get everything. Nah, you don't really want that. What you want is kind of a little suitcase that can go on your back. You kind of, you know, wait for your buddy to pick you up at the bus stop or whatever, and you hitchhike and you're there, it's on your back, but it's kind of fun, it's kind of stylish, you know. You can like hit on someone while you're waiting at the stop, and then you can just like move I wish. And then you can just kind of go on this road trip and adventure, and then you want to like film the thing that's happening, so you just grab your camera, right? So first thing you want to take is a camera cube, right? So this would be like a Tenba BYOB 9, I want to say. Yeah. And so you want to fit that in there, right? Obviously. Next thing you want to do is fit inside there is maybe if you're hiking, right? So if you're, first of all, if you're gonna want water, right? So this is a 32 ounce water bottle, and it's really important to have water when you're going out for a full day. So you want a big water bottle, so you put that in there. And I do like to have whatchamacallit. By the way, I apologize in advance if you can hear the lavalier, because I no longer feel like putting the overhead boom on. It's just too much work. So if this is making noise, I apologize, but whatever. Okay, so there you go, you know, you have that. Now, as far as maybe you're going on a little hike, so maybe you're going on this little hike, and so you want to have a little pack for a hiking adventure. You don't necessarily want to take this entire thing on the hike. You want to just leave that in the car and just grab this thing, right? This is a 1733 side pack, and it's a great little hiking pack. So you can just put that. It's like a lumbar fanny pack type thing, and it's great. So you can put like two Nalgene small ones, plus you can put like a first aid pouch and some other crap in there. That could be like another extra water, and just in case if you're gonna hike, or you know, you just want to hit the beach. You know, sometimes you just want to leave the big pack in the car, so you want to fit that in there as well, right? So now we're starting to fill it up. Now the big one, of course, for me is eating healthy. So, you know, restaurants. Ever since I've started taking care of my health, it's been tough finding good food at restaurants because everything is like full of like, you know, crap. But yeah, so this is a Titan Arctic whatever lunchbox, and the beauty of it is that it is expandable, but also, yeah, it's just very high quality. So I got one of these big OXO thingies in there, plus a utensils. And you can put like a nice big salad in there, or maybe even a stew, something like that. And then let's try to fit that in. So that's now we're talking, you know, we're really, it's all about filling up. It's all about filling up a pack like this to the brim and just grabbing it and taking it with you. It's a bit, so see, now we're starting to fill this guy up quite a bit, and I'm starting to wonder how I'm going to actually fit stuff in here. So you see, it becomes a bit of a challenge to take this much. I'm sure there's a way. I do like to access my water bottle from here, but I don't know. You see, once you take that, it kind of fills it all up, but there's got to be a way to add this in. I mean, technically, you could probably even just fit it above, right? So you could probably, let's try. There you go. So actually, that will fit, you know. So that's most of what I would take, you know. And now you're ready for an adventure. You're going out and about. You're going on a freaking adventure. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, where are we going? You know, are we going to, I mean, I'm in Kauai. We're going to Waimea Canyon. You know, are we going to Hanalei? Where are we going? You know. But, god damn it, it's just, fell. All right, there we go. Put it aside for now. I might take this Step 22. This is my mobile photography, OM gimbal crap, moment lenses, all different cool stuff. New pouch. Might take that instead of the photography, or I might taking it in addition. Now we get to a point where we just cannot possibly, it doesn't fit no more, you know? So I'm trying, but it just, see, so I will have to choose if I'm going on an adventure, if I take this pack, if I go with this or with this. Sometimes I want both though, so what do? I don't know. I mean, it's like, I want both. I want both. but I don't want a bulky pack. So there we go. I might actually be able to, so it's all about configuring it in such a way that it just kind of fits. And then what else can I fit? Sometimes if we go on an adventure, we want some change of socks, change of swimsuit, you know, trunks, little towel, whatever you want to compress inside something like this. So you can stuff that in there. And then, of course, you always want to have a first aid and toiletries, stuff like that. So this is actually the Brown Buffalo Stormproof Orange DOP kit, or it's called something like that. That actually fits beautifully in there, so kind of looks nice too, yeah? So that would go right there like that. Then maybe I can kind of turn that to here. Hopefully you guys can kind of see what's going on here, but basically I'm layering. I'm putting multiple layers. Point is, if you kind of maneuver things correctly, you know, you can even stuff in a cap. And, you know, even I got this guy here. This is the Minirigs speaker, and it's probably the best sounding speaker for its size. It's really quite amazing. It's made in England. I don't know if it's handmade, but it's like really robustly made. Will that fit in there? It's great for a party, you know. What else? You know, I got here, this is a BioLite, it's called, BioLite 250. It's great for if you're just going out in the night and you want to kind of, it does different colors. I don't know if you guys can see, but it does different brightnesses and different stuff like that. Pretty cool. I use this at night because I like to keep things dim at night before I go to sleep. So I actually use this at night, every night before I go to bed. You know, that's one thing that bothers me about this pack. It's like you open it up, and if you're not careful, whatever was in here, if it falls down enough, it's like, well, it falls right down. So it's an interesting solution. It's kind of, you just got to be careful. You got to open it up against something. You know what I mean? But anyways. Then you got a blanket here, Matador, you know, one of those sorry, not blanket, but rather a towel, a little towel, pocket towel and pocket blanket. So you have two of these guys. So, you know, one pocket, one blanket. These are great for beach adventures. Of course, now I've hid my bottle, so I'd probably take the bottle back up and actually maybe put it inside here, inside the, you know, and then can this go standing up? It's all about playing around with it until you find a way that it kind of all fits. But it's possible. It's really amazing how much capacity this guy has. Okay, this is a stretch. I mean, God, but it's like so close. You know, it's like I could probably, very close, but maybe it's a little too much. I'm probably gonna have to choose realistically between this or a regular camera, but like, I kind of want to do both. I want to do video and I want to do photography, but all right, well, you get the idea though, right? It's like you want to go out, you want to adventure, you want to just open things up, kind of clamshell, so you can kind of see everything, and yeah, and it should work quite well, this pack. And I kind of like how everything is laid out because it's super simple, you know? You don't want overkill, you don't want compartments, you don't want laptop compartments that take up a ton of space when you're doing this sort of adventure pack. Now, that being said though, I also want this to be an adventure pack when I am traveling overseas. So what does that mean? Well, that means that I want to have this work also as a, not carry-on size, but I want to be able to take this as a personal item. So that's the wrinkle that's making me ultimately choose this over the CTB that I'll show you in a moment, is that it's actually small enough that even when it's full, it just doesn't really look like a huge pack. It doesn't look like a small pack by any means, but it doesn't look huge. And I think I could get away with this. And the nice thing about this is it has a pass-through strap over here, and it works right over my Briggs & Riley roller suitcase thingy. So it stays standing up, which is nice. You know, I don't like the ones that kind of do this. Actually, the CTB has to do that. I don't love that. So this is great. Now, Douglas kind of did a thing. He did the thing, right? So he added a pocket here, a front zipper compartment. However, it's actually not it doesn't have any depth whatsoever. It's just a very tight pocket. So what it would work for is something like a wallet, but even that is a struggle to get it in. My George Costanza wallet. Let's try a phone. So this is a phone. So that's really, it seems, what it's designed for. It's just one phone, and it just barely goes into that phone. Does fit. Of course, what do I mean by he did the thing? He did the thing that he likes to do, where he's very, very he's very conscious of aesthetics, I could tell. He has that almost Apple philosophy where everything needs to kind of be very streamlined. You know, Apple has their philosophy where even the insides of the electronics need to look beautiful. I feel like Douglas kind of has that, you know, where he wanted it to look nice and clean on the inside. That's my guess, because it does. And in fact, it doesn't dig into the space in any way. Because, you know, a lot of times, like certain bags, like the Bullet 15 perhaps, the Kaidan Bullet maybe, some of them, the ones that have pockets, they kind of flop into the pack and it kind of looks weird. This one does not. This one is very streamlined on the top, obviously because it has no depth. So that's the price you pay for that. Yeah. So that was the Brown Buffalo. Another thing that I do like about this bag a lot is, of course, as with all the Conceal packs, you have this nice slip pocket. It is lined with hook and loop, which I never use. I will just use it literally to throw shit in. So I just go like that, and then I got my phone, I got my wallet, and if it's a really long day, I might put my snack pouch in here. I have some sardines and some nuts in there, and I can just do that, and boom. That's a heavy ass pack, but it's nice, and it's just so clean. Yeah. All right. Next up, CTB 35. I actually already sold this pack, but I was really considering it. I love it because it's large and it has these deep water bottle pockets. So actually, technically, for an adventure pack, this is superior. Yes, it's superior, but it is just a little bit large to the point where it's very cuspy as a personal item. I mean, as a carry-on, it's great, but if you're gonna also wanna take a carry-on roller and putting this on top, I've actually seen people do it. It seems like some people are getting away with it, but it's like, really? I don't know how long you get away with it. And it's like, you know, maybe it's a little bit much. And also, the luggage pass-through here is like, it makes you put it kind of on the side. So overall, for travel, this is amazing as a one-bag travel, but not so good as a personal item. It's a little bit pushing it. But of course, it is large. Grab handles, kind of crappy compared to the Brown Buffalo. The Brown Buffalo just feels so nice. It's got that smooth, silky webbing, and it feels like, yes, yes. I'm grabbing it. It's nice. This one is like, am I grabbing it? It's like long, and it's like sharp on the edges here. It's kind of a bit sharp, and it's like not terrible by any means, but it's like, it doesn't have that satisfaction of like the Brown Buffalo. It's like, wow, yeah. This is like, okay. What else? Back. It's not mesh, but it has a bit of cushioning, and it has that stuff, right? It's nice. It's like, it's good for wearing for a bit longer, for more of an extended period. Now I might rustle my lavalier, but just to show you, it rides like high up and like very, it's like there, it's right there. You know what I mean? This is like all those Evergoods bags. Other than that, let's open it up. All right. So on the inside, it's cavernous. What's interesting here is that it's quite wide here. A bit wider, I would say, than the Brown Buffalo. But it's it doesn't feel quite as like nice and like structured and rigid. It's more like a bit smushy. You know what I mean? So if we try to throw things in, I mean, obviously, it will still fit everything. It'll fit everything and more. So the nice thing about this guy is, of course, it has the water bottle pocket. So it's like, it's almost like easy peasy, because I can just put that water bottle put that, oh, that's a nice water bottle pocket. I mean, oh, 32 liters right there, and it's snug. But of course, it could still slide out. You know, if you're not careful, it could still slide out. That's why I still prefer water bottles inside the pack. But it certainly is nice to have that expandability. By the way, one thing I forgot to mention about this lunchbox is that it has its own strap. So to be honest, that's another reason I want to go with the Brown Buffalo, because if I really have to pack this to the gills, I can always add this on my strap and just go with 2 bags and just kind of have both. You know what I mean? I mean, it's definitely possible. And that way I get the benefit of having this as more of a size that could work for other things. You know, let's say I get a 9-to-5 job that requires like a shit ton of tech, then I can like use this. Or let's say I don't know, you know, let's say there's situations that require a little bit less, you know, but the 35 is like, it's right there. It's for the purpose. It's like, you know, you're going to take all your crap and put it in. You're going to take everything. You're going to take everything. I mean, even this is not everything. It's 35 liters. So it's like, you know, it's not crazy, but it feels substantially larger in the sense that you can just sort of throw everything in and it's just all kind of, okay, here's the big guy. Does this have a lot of depth? I can't tell, honestly. It's kind of weird, this bag. Can't tell how much depth it really has. But I'll find out in a second, I suppose. I honestly have not really been carrying this very much. I'm just kind of experimenting with it right now with you guys on the line. So what's nice about this is it closes it's very malleable, right? So, ooh, that's nice. That just swallowed everything. That's amazing. Wow, that's something. Oh, I guess again, because of the bottle, right? You have that extra. And then you even have another room for another bottle. Damn. Maybe I shouldn't have sold this. But, ooh. It even is more comfortable than but there's just an X factor. There's something I can't really describe. It's just so nice about this Brown Buffalo. It's like, so nice. This is more utilitarian. It's like, it looks okay, but it's not like nice. This is like, woohoo, you know? Oh, that's why it didn't swallow everything. Sorry, it's missing the lunch pack. Ugh. Okay, let's put it. Anyway, you guys get the point. It's a little bit larger. It holds quite a bit of shit, but okay, so it's not as big as I had said. I mean, it's still larger, but it's not like crazy large. It's like fine. It works, you know what I mean? It's a nice bag. It's a nice bag, but it's not incredible. It's nice. It's very nice. Everything is nice, but nothing is incredible. Because everything is not perfect for every use case, you know? Some stuff work better than others, and that's all there is to it. Ugh. There we go. Now, here, but now it's kind of holding almost everything that I had before. I mean, this is still not holding this camera cube, so in a way it's very similar in terms of how much it holds, but maybe it can hold a tiny bit. I kind of feel like the Brown Buffalo had a bit more like a suitcase, just open up, big cavernous space. This is not so cavernous. This is more, it has this extra huge compartment in the front, which is, where is it? Up here. Anyway, I think I'm running out of video time, but yeah, it's very big. It's very nice for like a huge EDC, I would say. This is great for like a big ass EDC, or it's great for someone who wants to one bag it. One bag it. You're not taking any rolling check-in. You're just one bagging. This would be my choice. They call this black, by the way, but it's really a little purple, isn't it? It's a bit purple here. I mean, let's be honest. It's purple. Anyway, that's all there is to it, guys. I'm going with the Brown Buffalo. This is my new adventure pack, as well as my personal item pack that I'm going to try to get away with, although it's already a lot bigger than what the airlines allow. But hey, what the hell? I'm going for it. I like it. Mwah! Beautiful. All right, see you guys later. Bye. Yo, what's up? Hey, I'm back. I got 2 bags today. Ah!